Well, speaking of the arts, everybody loves a good film. Well, imagine this, finding the love of your life in Vegas, getting married, and then finding out everything you thought was true about this person was actually a lie. Let that simmer. Because that is exactly what's happening in Three Corners of Deception. And with us now is clinical psychologist and filmmaker Dr. Malika Clary to talk more about her creative process for the film and how you can watch it on streaming platforms soon. Boston's finest, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you for having me.
You are a clinical psychologist, different from a psychiatrist in that you offer healing and therapy through talk and behavioral modalities, right? Tell us about the services you offer.
So I counsel in everything. I mean, down to depression, anxiety, phobia, trauma, marriage counseling. So I really believe in counseling and therapy, you know, trying to put families back together, relationships. And as you said, basically I had a failed marriage as well. And I feel like my job is also to put relationships back.
Do you think, you mentioned trauma and families and community and putting relationships back together as well as families. In the Black community, and we've been having these conversations here on Inside South Florida, the notion of therapy is sometimes shunned upon when people need it the most.
Exactly, but I think people of color is ashamed. They don't want to identify that they have an issue.
Why?
That's why. Because people don't see themselves having an issue. They don't say or think I have a mental illness or something like that. They don't want to be. They want to be proud about it. I don't want to identify that I have an issue. You have an issue, not me.
Sure. Also, what happens in our house stays in our house. We don't talk about it outside these four walls.
And you know, and that's a problem. Holding that in is not going to help you. We're going to explode, and that's what's happening now anyway.
So you said you've had yourself a failed marriage. Well, or, you know, an unsuccessful marriage. Let's reframe that. And Three Corners of Deception takes us through that. When did you have the idea to create a movie, write a script, conceptualize the story, and bring it to life? Was it just one night you were sitting in bed thinking, you know what, someone needs to know what has had happened to me?
Well, you know, I am going to be serious. I really did not have a plan of making this movie. I made this movie not because of the love or the marriage that failed. I made it because there's more than just what happened with two people. There's judicial deception with judicial officers. I mean, I'm not that crazy over a person that, oh, we had a failed relationship and it didn't work out. No, I'm not gonna make a movie about you. You was part of it, but it was really because of what happened. Because what happened, and I have to say this because I can't believe what happened to me.
I love the moment you just had because I think a lot of people have those aha moments, especially in the pandemic, where if you're thinking like, hold up, that actually really happened to me. Is that a form of therapy for you?
It is. It's a release mechanism for me right now. That's why I'm releasing this movie publicly. And I didn't want to, actually. It was only in selective theaters and 7 states, 12 theaters, and I did this because I have a lot of actors and actresses who've never been on a big screen, and I wanted to show them, hey, it's an independent movie, and I'm gonna get you on the big screen.
So you have your film, Three Corners of Deception, the podcast, and your practice. Beyond all of that, how do you stay centered? How do you take care of you and give yourself self-care?
I pray, and I ask for direction, and I try to take care of myself. I don't know any other way. Because there's choices made during the times you're sleeping. And that doesn't mean you're gonna wake up. I wake up, I'm gonna do something with that day. Tomorrow's gone, today is the moment. And that's how I do it.
May the church say amen.
Amen, darling.
Dr. Malika Clary, you're the best. Here's to a great release of your movie and everything you have coming down the pipe. You're awesome, thank you.
Thank you so much.